Okay, we're recording now. If you could go ahead and mute yourselves. I know someone just joined us. If you could push the mute button, which looks like a microphone, just click on it and it will mute you. So I just wanted to thank everyone for joining us. All the people who are getting started now, you are in the most perfect time to get started in a business like this. And not only that, is especially for It Works. We are our absolute busiest at this time of year. This is our biggest and best time of year that people are getting tons and tons of customers, tons and tons of distributors. And let's see, I think someone has unmuted themselves. Can you mute back again for me? Let's see, I don't know how to mute everyone else. Can everyone mute their screens for me? Okay, I'm just going to continue on. Hopefully the noise will be to a minimum. But what I was saying is that this is the absolute best time to be in this business. And so you want to really get started on the right foot. Hi, Natalie. You really want to get started on the right foot. And the number one thing when you first get started that you want to focus on is getting customers. Customers is the lifeblood of our business. And that's one of the things that makes the difference between a business that is a scam and that's not a scam. Ours is definitely not a scam. We have lots of actual wonderful products that people buy. They're crazy about them. And so you need to know how to market them. And there's several different ways you can market your business. You can market it through parties. And I definitely want you, if that is your thing and if that is something you're comfortable with, absolutely market your business through parties. We call them wrap parties.
I'm security monitor. I only know if there's a robbery.
Delene,
There's a
can you
robbery.
mute your phone?
I'm trying to find it, sorry.
That's okay. There you go. Thank you. So what I was saying, I always get distracted, so you might have to remind me of what I was talking about. One of the number one ways that a lot of people market their business is through parties, and they call them wrap parties, where you bring a group of people together, you invite them to your home, and then you share information with them about the products. A lot of times people, when they first get started, they don't have a lot of products on hand, so they just use the wraps that's in their kit, and they sell the wraps for $25. This is US dollars, so whatever the equivalent is for other countries. You can sell the wraps, right out of your kit. You can do that. Sometimes people will get, just a supply of products so that they can go ahead and have a party. But I personally wanted to get started with something that I didn't have to necessarily do parties, just because of the fact that I have my mother and father both have differing levels of Alzheimer's, and my mother-in-law has Alzheimer's. So I spend a lot of time running back and forth. My parents live in another state, so I am super busy, and so I got really good at doing this business online. So what I'm going to share with you tonight is those specifics of doing your business, how to get started online, and how to get started just in your eSuite and to know what kind of training we have available for you. So this is one of the trainings that I do. It's a Zoom training. I'm going to do them a lot more frequently because this is the time of year that we have tons of people who get started in this business. And so I'm going to be helping all of those newbies get off on the right foot. So what I want to do is show you how to get in your eSuite. If you don't know what your eSuite is, if you know what the name of the website is that you used when you got started, that is your website. And when you log in, you're going to go behind the scenes, which is where you're going to find your eSuite. So let me see if I can share my screen and show you how that works. Let's see. Not 100% sure, but let's see if it works. Did it work? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good, it worked. So this is what let me move this out of the way. This is what your screen is gonna look like. And see here, this is my website, and I'm gonna log in. And what you're going to do is use whatever username that you came up with, whatever password that you used when you first got started, or what you named it, and give it a second. It's going to log in for us. And this, my friends, is your eSuite. When you first get into your eSuite, you're going to notice that on the top of the screen, it's going to say something about sign your tax form. And depending on which country you're in, it's just a simple, it's not even a form. It's just where you go in and you put you verify your name. You verify, you know, whatever number that you put in, whether it's your social security number, social insurance number for some countries. You just verify it's you. And that's it. And you type in your name to verify who you are, and then you're in. That is the first thing you're going to want to do. The next thing, if you see up here at the top, there's a lot of tabs that you can go into. I definitely encourage you to go into different tabs and see what's there for you. But here is where you're going to go into the document library. I use this extensively because this is where our forms and the things that you're going to utilize to help you in your business. So let me just show you what you're going to do. I'm clicking on the document library. And here, if you put in the number 100, you're going to come up with a list. It's called the hundreds list. That is something that is really helpful in order to write down a list of people that you know. So when you first get started, you're going to want to come up with a list of people that you, number one, know that could use some of the products. And you want to get very familiar with the products we have. You want to try them out. You want to be a product of the product, meaning that you get really familiar with it and you will grow to love our products. We have awesome products. We have products for your hair. We have products called greens that are excellent, that make you feel amazing, and it's like 10 servings of fruits and vegetables. Those are the things that you're going to want to get used to. And so you think about who would really be able to utilize and enjoy a product like that. Our wraps, no one else has our wraps. So you definitely want to make sure that you think of people that have said, hey, I want to lose some weight. I want to lose some inches. I want to get into a dress for a certain event, or I want to lose a few pant sizes. Those are the people that you want to get onto our products. And you write down a list of at least 30 people for the different products we have. This is going to ensure that you have an amazing group of people to help you out when you first get started, because your goal in your first 30 days of being in this business is 4 customers. 4 customers. So get that hundreds list so it can help you get started with writing things down. You can also put in something called memory jogger. And if you type in memory jogger, it's going to go to a document that helps you to think of people that you might have forgotten. We've, over the years, come across hundreds of people that we know, but sometimes you can't think of them. This just helps jog your memory. So that is something that I wanted to share with you really quickly. And then the other place, you see this here, is called the It Works University, It Works U. And when you click on it, it's going to go to the training that we have in your eSuite. And so here, this is an excellent training to help build your business. Let me show you what it's going to do. You see this? You go down to It Works, and the second one that says It Works product information. When you click on that, you're actually going to see all these videos. You see these? These are all short 1 to 2 minute videos that you can actually click on, and you'll find out information about every single product. So that's going to get you familiar with products that you may not be familiar with, that you may not have. But the best way to get familiar is to get the products yourself and use them. So that's all I have for that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen if I can figure out how to do it. That's a good question. Let's see what I can do. That's not how to do it.
Log out.
Log out. Well, I want to still see everyone though, because if I log out, then I'm going to be out of the Zoom. So that didn't, oh, I think this is it. Oh, there it is. Okay, no, back to meeting maybe? Nope, that didn't do it. I knew I shouldn't have done this. Most people who do Zooms, they really have a hard time figuring out how to do the screen share and unscreen share. So I'm sorry if I'm not quite figuring this out. I'm in the meeting. Stop share. There it is. Found it. Okay, stop sharing the screen. So what you're going to do when you're going to market your products, and this is something for those of you who are marketing on social media, it's super duper important for you to do one of three things, okay? Number one, you want to build up your following. So if you're using Facebook or Instagram, those are the number one platforms that we use to build our business. You're going to want to follow people. And what I mean by follow people is when you're following on Instagram, that's the way I've built my business completely from start all the way up to triple diamond. I only used Instagram. And so what I did is I started from zero, just like all of you are, and I added followers. I would follow my friends' followers, and that's how I started to expand. And when followers followed me back, I'd open up their followers and follow their followers. And you see what I mean? It's like you continually add, and not everyone's going to follow you back. So please know that that's going to happen. But one thing you need to realize is that your goal is just to get as many people watching you as possible. When you first start out your business though, your Instagram and your Facebook accounts are not necessarily going to be the number one ways that you get customers. So you need to talk to your personal friends and family. That's the fastest way to get customers, okay, when you first start out. Because when I first started out, I actually used all perfect strangers, and it worked out for me, but it took at least a few weeks before people knew who I was because of consistent posting. So the things we do is we follow people, we post pictures, whether it's before and after pictures, posting pictures about our business. I'm going to explain to you what that is. But the third thing is to follow up and message people. Following up, we've always said the fortune is in the follow-up. So when you follow up with people, that is where you're going to find people will actually purchase from you, and you'll get your most customers and most distributors. So I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's backwards. Oh, sorry. It's called our Steps to Success. And basically, this is one of the documents. When you go into your eSuite, into the document library, type in Steps to Success. And when you do that, you are going to see this document, because you want to get, and this is the steps that everyone uses to get to Ambassador Diamond. They get at least 3 distributors per month and 4 customers. You know, you can get more, of course, but if you stick with this and you get 3 distributors and you get 4 customers every single month, you're going to eventually, in the end of things, get yourself to Ambassador Diamond. It might take you a period of time to get there, but the average income for Ambassador Diamonds is over $35,000 US per month. So if that gives you any indication of how powerful just putting one foot in front of the other is, it is absolutely amazing. And the things that we do, I wrote some notes to myself. The things that we do is you're going to get customers. And let me tell you about our customers. We get 2 kinds of customers. We have retail customers and we have loyal customers. Retail customers are people who just buy the products at face value. They buy it one time. They buy it at the highest price. That's a retail customer. But then we have what's called loyal customers. This is the bread and butter of your business. You really, really want loyal customers because you're actually getting residual income. So when you get a loyal customer, what a loyal customer is a customer who is purchasing any product that we have for 3 months in a row. 3 months in a row. And when they do that, what they're agreeing to buy something, it doesn't even have to be the same thing every month, but if they do it for 3 months in a row, they get 40 to 50% off the retail price, number one, which is awesome. Each time they purchase, they're actually gathering what we call perk points. So at the end of those 3 months, they'll have points that they actually can use towards buying more products. And then after 3 months, I think it's in the US, I'm not sure if it's in every country yet, they're expanding on it, but in the US, after 3 months, the shipping is free. So there are some really great perks to being a loyal customer, because when you get a loyal customer, you're getting a customer not just for 1 or 2 months, but you're getting a customer at least for 3 months. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to treat your customers really well. I like to send my customers a welcome packet, like something that just a thank you note that says, thank you for being my customer. I'll send them maybe a couple of samples of greens, because I get the greens on the go, which is little packets. And I'll send them a thank you note. And that is what keeps your customers. If you keep in touch with them, they're going to order from you long after 3 months have passed. So I've had some customers that I've had for over a year that have ordered every single month. And so if you keep up with them and you check in with them and you let them know, what the latest products are and things like that, they're going to continue on with you. So that's what the differences of the customers are. When you go into your website, you direct them to your website to place an order. And that's the wonderful thing about this company, is that when they order through your website, the company sends the products directly to them. There is a process that I can send out to everyone, instructions on how to order. So you can send them to customers. A lot of times we send that a lot in the chat. It helps out in order to see what it is that they need to do in order to, I call it the instructions for ordering. But the number one way to get a customer is to order with them, or in other words, walk them through the process. Don't just say, hey, go to my website, here's my website name, please place an order. If you are on the phone with them and you're walking them through the process, you're going to make sure you get a customer. Or if you're actually getting their information and then you get their information and put it in for them, it guarantees that that the order went through. Okay? So your goal is to get 4 customers in your first 30 days. That's your number one goal. So before you do anything else, that is what you're going to want to do. You want to talk to your friends and family. I'm actually going to be sending out some scripts this evening to kind of give you an idea of what to say. It's really very simple. You don't want to be salesy to people. When I post on my Instagram or on my Facebook, a lot of the time you'll see me post. And if you guys do not, if you're not connected to me, please check my Instagram out. It's Crystal Blue Skies, CHRISTAL, blue, and then the word skies. And on my Instagram, I post in such a way that all I do is basically show a before and after picture. And I'm going to encourage you guys. Oh my goodness, look at that babe. Look at that. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Basically, what I do is I post for 2 different things. I post to get distributors and I post to get customers. What I do when I'm posting to get customers is I post at least twice a day, okay? And I post before and after pictures. In fact, in your first couple of weeks, I'm going to encourage you to just stick with posting for things like the wraps, because we have some really great before and afters. Where do you get those pictures? We have a Pinterest account that the corporate It Works company has a It Works account, and we also have a Facebook account that has pictures. I'll send the address out to everyone after this Zoom, but those are the places that you can get what we call corporate approved pictures. And the reason I say that is these are the pictures that have the It Works logo around the picture. It used to be that we just kind of did our own pictures and shared them amongst each other, but what ended up happening is that we found that some people would go on Google, find a before and after picture of anybody, and then they would put on It Works and say that that was the products that they used to get those results. And it ended up people finding out, hey, these are my pictures. How are you saying that this is, It Works using the products to get to these results? So we now use just corporate approved pictures, and you find them on Facebook and on Pinterest, and I'll give you the address of that in the chat. So take a look at that. But you can post at least 2 pictures a day. I would suggest the wrap pictures to show you. And when you go to order wraps, just, a lot of people don't know this, it's called Ultimate Body Applicators. They're not called wraps on the website. We just call them that for short. But Ultimate Body Applicators is actually the name that you look for. So just, for your information to know. And also, post about hair, skin, and nails. The reason why I say that is because hair, skin, and nails has some really dramatic before and after pictures. You can definitely see a difference, and it really sells the product because people are seeing, wow, this person obviously, used it for a week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, and they got these amazing results. So you will want to start posting before and afters about hair, skin, and nails, our premier supplement that's for, growing your hair out, and also the wraps. That will get you the fastest customers. And you also want to contact your family members, contact your friends, and ask them if they do you a favor. For a person who's just getting started, I usually have a very simple script such as, hey, I'm just getting started in my own business, and I'm doing this too. And I always emphasize, if you tell them why you're doing this business, I'm doing this to, help my family. I'm doing this to be able to have some financial freedom. I'm doing this to be able to do volunteer work, whatever it is that you're doing this for, let them know. And then ask them to do you a favor. Would you be able to help me out? And one, you can ask them if they would be willing to purchase a product for 3 months. You can ask them if they'd be interested in making some extra money. You can ask them to just support you and ask you about your business. And, because sometimes people just don't have the money to help you, but if you just ask them to be there as a support, they feel like they're doing something to help you. So whether it's, being a customer, being a distributor, or just being supportive of you, ask them to help you out. And that way, people really love helping the people that they love. And what I mean by that is, I'm talking about chicken soup people. And I know that sounds crazy, but what I mean is people who, if you are sick, who would bring you some chicken soup? Who would bring you food? Those are the people I'm talking about. Someone, nobody, Natalie. Someone who actually would bring you food or help you out. You know those people. There might be few and far in between, but there's somebody out there who would be willing to do that. And those are the people you want to ask, okay? So have a list of those people. Have a list of at least 30 people and go to town. You will, in no time flat, get 4 customers. 4 customers. You need that. And when you get your 4 customers, what that's going to do is make you bonus qualified. We call it fast start qualified, but just to make it short.
The sound went away.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
On and off.
Can you hear me now? Am I back?
Yes.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so that is, I'm gonna stick with just training you on how to get customers right now. I don't want to over inundate you with a lot of other stuff because you're not gonna remember it all anyway. I want to show you how to get customers. That is your number one thing to get when you first get started. Get your 4 customers. Talk to the people that know and love you, and you're going to have 4 customers in no time, okay? So when you post, you're going to go to the places where you can get corporate approved pictures, and you're going to post them. But if you're posting on Facebook and Instagram, you do not want to just post pictures about It Works. You're going to want to post pictures about your life, your family, everything else you want to continue posting about. So don't just post 2 pictures a day about hair, skin, and nails and wraps. You're going to want to post things about your kids. You're going to post things about what you ate for dinner. I mean, that's what people like on social media. Remember, it's social media. That's the kind of stuff that they want to see. So you want to make sure that you're giving people what they want, or they're going to unfollow you. So to keep them from doing that, make sure you are mixing it up and posting at least 2 times a day other stuff besides It Works pictures, okay? So that is your goal. I want to make sure you understand that the first number one thing that you want to do in your business is to get customers. Customers is the lifeblood of your business. And then the next training that we do, I'm going to show you how to get distributors. But first, let's get some customers. So when you post about customers and getting a customer, you don't say, hey, I've got some wraps, come get them. That is not what you do. You are very subtle. A lot of times, and I'm going to give you some scripts. I'm going to post them on the chat for you, but you're going to say things like, hey, I just love and especially if you post pictures of yourself using the product, that gets more customers than anything else. So if you have some products and you say, I just love my greens, they're absolutely awesome, I drink it every day, people are going to, I had someone just today ask me, do you use the products? I'm like, ooh, I must not be posting enough about me using the products, so I need to do it more. So make sure you're posting about yourself using the products. We also have a Facebook page that actually has a ton of other distributors using the products. And I will share that website with you guys, or that Facebook page with you, so you can get access to that. That's very helpful because you may not have all the products yourself yet, but if you have other people, other distributors that are using it, and they're showing, hey, I love this, whatever it is, then it's going to help you too. They want to see real people using these products. And then if you say something like this, I absolutely love my hair, skin, and nails. My hair's never grown so fast. Or you have a picture of a before and after and say, I know he's happy that he's growing his hair back. His hair is growing faster than ever, or whatever. I know when my husband started using hair, skin, and nails, he burst into the room. This is a true story. He burst into the room and is like, look at my hair. That's what he said. And he's like, never, ever stop getting hair, skin, and nails from me, because his hair grew back in. For men, that's a thing, okay? So make sure you're talking about the product in a way that you talk about it to your best friend, not about talking to a customer. Don't talk like that. Every time you write, think about, what would I say to my best friend? You would talk about how someone looks great, or someone looks thinner, or how fantastic someone looks. You don't say, hey, you need to buy my product now, okay? So that's the verbiage, and I will give you some scripts in the chat so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll have examples of what to say. The last thing, and then I'll let you guys go, that I want to share with you is you need to follow up with people. People are going to ignore you. When you follow up with people, meaning through Facebook or Instagram, people will ignore you. They will act like you never sent a message. That's okay. Think about it. If someone messaged you about something, you might have even been interested, but at the moment you may not have had the money to do it. You might have been distracted with something. It doesn't always mean that you're not interested. Put yourself in their shoes. Realize that a lot of people may not respond, but it doesn't mean they're not watching. Always remember, people are always watching. They're always watching. So you want to make sure that you're always posting, you're always positive, you're always, just showing things, fun things about your life. And that's going to keep them interested. And then I'm going to post some messages that are follow-up messages. I'm going to post them in the chat to show you what you do. A lot of times, if I'm talking to someone that I don't even know, I will tell them, I say, hey, I absolutely love your pictures. I've really been enjoying your feed or something like that. And I'll say, would you be interested in trying out our product for 90 days? Would you like to do my 90-day challenge and try out a product? A lot of times people would say no, but sometimes they'll say yes. And I've gotten many a customer from perfect strangers. So that's how ultimately you're going to build up your following of people. You're going to build up customers. And you just have to be okay with following up with people over and over. And just be okay with that. And one final thing that I want to let you know is that when you first start a business like this, what your mindset has to be. You're going to have people, I don't know if you want to call them haters, I don't know if you want to call them naysayers, whatever it is you want to call them, you're going to have them. You're going to have people who are well-meaning, who just, they're trying to warn you for your own good. Or some people who just see that you might possibly do something that might, send you way past where they are in life. Just realize that that is just the way people are. Do not let it discourage you. Do not let them knock you out of your opportunity because they're afraid, okay? This is an amazing opportunity. In just 5 months' time of being in this business, I was able to walk away from working for anyone ever again, and I will never turn back. So you can do that for yourself. And right now, on the 11th, the 10th, 9th, 10th, and 11th of February, they're going to be announcing some completely insane bonuses for people. Be ready. And that's what I'm saying. Start now with getting your customers, because you need to be bonus qualified as soon as possible. As soon as you get your 4 customers, you're now bonus qualified. You're qualified to get a $100 bonus for every time you get a distributor in your business who also gets customers. You get a bonus, a $100 bonus, or whatever the equivalent is in other currencies. So that is huge. And then on top of that, last year, for people who got to a position called Diamond, they gave $20,000 bonuses. No joke. I got a $30,000 bonus last year just from, them announcing it. They usually do it for a couple of months at least, maybe 3 months. So be ready. Make sure you're going after getting customers, get your 4 customers lined up, start getting distributors. I'm going to do another training very soon on getting distributors, but don't get discouraged if people say no or aren't interested, or if they tell you it's a scam or whatever. Guess what? We pay taxes. This is not a scam. It's an amazing opportunity. I think someone is having some feedback. But anyway, I'm super excited you're on the team. I'm excited about helping you. I actually have a training I'm going to be rolling out really soon. I've been working on it for a while. It's actually going to be showing you exactly what to post every single day for 30 days. So stay tuned. It's coming very soon. I'm very excited about it. But that's it for now. Does anyone have any questions? We have less than a minute, so I probably can't do a lot of questions right now. It's going to cut off on me, but we've got the chat. If you have some other questions, message me in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. You have a fantastic evening. See you guys later. Bye. Good night. Good night. Bye. Thank you.